And how did we get here?
Fucking shoot you! I will fucking shoot you! Don't do it! Don't do it!
Okay. From this short clip, is this a good shoot? Do the cops have other options? Did they need to shoot him? I think I'm okay with this. For this part of the video, the cops will earn a donut. For the pursuit, driving like maniacs, probably not. Let's go start here and see what we got. So there's 45, 50 seconds of talking. Because the call goes out when he starts chasing him, has a domestic with a gun involved. It leads me to believe somebody called in, there were people arguing at an ATM with a gun. So as a cop, when I show up, first of all, I wouldn't show up like this for a gun call. This is bad tactics. But my first thought when I hear a 415 with a gun, 415 stirred in peace, at an ATM, it's possibly a strong arm robbery. Somebody is holding a gun on a person to make them take money out. So that's my first option. So to roll up like this, officer safety-wise, smart-wise, tactical-wise, this is just really stupid. He should have been blinding him with his lights, stopped at a position of cover, got out of his car to where he had cover, challenged him at gunpoint. If I'm going to a gun call, my gun's out, and I'm challenging you at gunpoint until I determine there's no gun or you're not a threat. I know, call me a jackboot, whatever, but remember, I didn't get shot and I didn't have to shoot anybody. So I'm not sure what's going on, but both of them try to walk away. If this was a strong arm, I'm assuming she would have left. But the fact that the cops are kind of like, again, I don't know what's being said here. Talking, looking at his hat. She's ignoring the cops. She's going for the car. What are they saying? Give me your ID. What's going on? Lights aren't on. This person, non-suspecting, shows up. Gonna pull up to a possible gunfight. Has no idea what's going on. I guess he's going in the store. See this conversation here? Now he turns on his light to blind it. As soon as this car moves, I'm like, oh no, this isn't good. They're setting up the escape. He's going to jump in a car. I mean, it's just blatant to me. When this car moves, somebody's yelling, get in. And this movement here, direct, total ignoring, getting in. The cop knows. It's too late. They're both getting out of the car. It's too late now. They're like, oh shit. So this guy's going to run. It's a gun call. A lot of people will be like, because it's a gun call, you should be able to chase him to the ends of the earth. He hasn't killed anybody. You're going to kill somebody running through red lights at freaking 100 miles an hour. Look at that red light. Family, kids, motorcycle, unsuspecting person, not doing anything wrong, thinking that everyone else is abiding by the law, so I can go with a green light, pulls out and gets killed by either the suspect or the cop. But Rick, the suspect, if he wouldn't have been running, that's what bad guys do, they run. But government shouldn't be able to kill everybody to chase them. Another red light. Now, I didn't put this on fast forward. I don't know if this is the way it was released or if police activity put on fast forward. But long pursuit.
1897, we're going to be in pursuit of vehicle 110 north on the Manchester exit entrance.
So how many cars did we pass the wrong way? How many people did we endanger? And I still don't even know how this thing ended. Did they stop and the guy jump out? It's hard for me to tell.
Location.
So I'm assuming the guy bailed. Here he is. So the car took off, and that's a common tactic for crooks is you get multiple people, you have people start foot belling if they know the area, let me out here. And the person running normally has the drugs and guns. Now, sometimes the drugs and guns in their car. Some cops like to stick with the car so they can keep chasing and driving like a maniac. Other guys like to go with the runner. It depends on what the runner looks like. Does he look like he's carrying? Do I know him? Etc. I've had a couple of runners that I've arrested several times, so when they ran, I always know they had guns and drugs, so I always chase them and let the car go. So, but this guy goes over the fence.
Hey, stop! I'm gonna shoot you!
Did he say I see 2 runners? I see runners. Oh, underneath the freeway. Okay. That might be the air unit saying officer runners or the officers chasing. So these fences are a pain in the butt to climb. They've got these things crawling here. And when you're climbing with web gear, your holster, your handcuffs, everything gets caught. You're trying not to tear your uniform. It's a pain in the butt, and it slows you down. So normally you're chasing people in running shoes or tennis shoes, and you got stupid boots or something on. Plus you're carrying all your crap. So going over these fences are not fun. So the guy has a gun and he's chasing him. Obviously he doesn't want to shoot him, or he would have. And you wouldn't have climbed a fence if you know he had a gun. You'd just stand there at gunpoint. But usually when guys are trying to get away, they're not trying to shoot you, they're trying to get away. So the cop gets over this fence.
You're fucking done! Don't fucking move! I'll fucking shoot you! Don't move!
So I didn't see him go down. Did they show him go down? Did he trip? Yeah, the body cam doesn't pick it up. So he goes down right in this area.
Fucking done! Don't fucking move! I'll fucking shoot you! Don't.
Okay, this grabbing and holding and moving and don't shoot me and I'm sorry. These are all detain tactics. I'm not sure I would have ran up on him. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes in the heat of the moment you do stuff. I mean, I've grabbed guys before when I thought they were going for a weapon. If I knew he had a gun, probably tactical-wise would have better to stand back and just hold him at gunpoint. And say, you know, stop moving. If I see a gun, you're dead, whatever.
Move! Move! If you move!
So this screaming, I'm scared crap, these are all just, you know, I'm surprised he didn't yell mama. That's the key word in case you get shot. If you yell mama, then you're innocent and you're a good boy and everybody should forgive you. Build statues.
I'll fucking shoot you! Don't you fucking move! Dude, stop it!
So when a second unit shows up, he backs off. And I don't know if that's because he didn't want to get shot by the other guy. Because it appears he has him right here.
Hey, I'll fucking shoot you! Don't you fucking move! Dude.
So why did he back up? Oh, you know what? From the other body cam, I think it's gonna...
I'll fucking kill you! I will fucking shoot you! I don't care! Don't do it! Don't do it!
Officer needs help. Shots fired.
Hands over his way! Sir! Sir!
Sir? Sir?
Hey, stop! I'm gonna shoot you! I'm gonna fucking shoot you! Bro, I'm gonna shoot you!
So this guy has him at cover. I didn't know this on the first body cam, which is good. Somebody's got a gun on him while the other guy's chasing him. Remember I said I'm not sure I would just stand there and hold him at gunpoint? There was an officer at gunpoint.
We see you!
So the other cop is like, damn, man. Now that my partner went over, I gotta go over. Shit. I don't want to climb this fence. But he does. Unlike the 4 cops that didn't follow me and my partner over the fence because they saw dogs. Piece of shit. But whatever, I digress.
Hey, don't fucking move!
Okay, so he's got him here.
Hey, I'll fucking shoot you! Don't you fucking move!
Okay, so they're blinding him. One guy's holding him.
Dude, stop it!
Ah, that must be why they backed up. Did the gun... Oh, shit. So he didn't have his hand on the gun. I was wondering if he pulled the gun out, why didn't they shoot him? It looks like the gun is upside down and he's not in a shooting position, which is a good job for the cops. I mean, they could have just said he had a gun in his hand, I shot and killed him. but there's another cop on top of him. So I think as soon as he sees the gun, that's when a cop abandons it and goes, I'm out. So I don't know if they're fighting it over or not.
Oh, down there, stop it! Oh, hey, don't you fucking reach for it! I will fucking shoot you! I will fucking shoot you! I will fucking shoot you! Don't
I don't care. Well, okay. Maybe you care if you get a bunch of holes in you, you're dead.
do it! Don't do it!
Man, this went from, I've got my girl getting some money in an ATM to I'm dead. Wow.
Hey, don't reach for it! Sir! Sir!
So his head's up and he's moving his feet.
South 10 Freeway, Maple. Officer needs South 10 Freeway and Maple. Shots fired.
Maybe that's not his head. Maybe that's... No, his head is up.
97.
So he still has the gun. Here, they could shoot him more. So they're kind of showing restraint here.
Location will be 16th and Maple under the 10 East location. You good, bro?
I have my eyes on him. I have my eyes on him.
Ready? Take that up.
Maple. Shots fired. Air 3 is over.
18.
So I kind of want to go back to where
Fucking shoot you!
the gun flips out. What caused that gun to fly out? They're wrestling over it? Oh, so he's got his gun out, finger off the trigger. Another good thing for the cop. These cops do a pretty good job. The more I'm watching this, they're pretty tactically sound. And LAPD has done some stupid shit. But in this case, it looks like the gun flies out in his hand, drops it. At that point, the other officer says, I'm getting away from it. Because he had his gun in his hand. And I don't know which officer, maybe it'll say in the description, which officer fired.
I will fucking shoot you!
So they could have technically shot him right here. He's reaching for the gun. They could have filled him lead right there, and they didn't, which is good. Cops ought to be required to have restraint.
Shoot you! I will fucking shoot you! I will fucking shoot you! Don't do it! Don't do it!
Now, somebody could say here that he wasn't aiming it and he really wasn't a threat. I think that's unreasonable. At this point, a guy has already demonstrated he's going for the gun, he's fought you for the gun, and now he's reaching for it. I'm okay with this shoot. You can call me a jackboot, but I'm okay with this shoot. Let's see what it says in the description here. Uniform officer assigned division conducted directed crime suppression. So they were out there looking. The officers were a Hispanic female at an ATM with a Hispanic male, later identified as Hector, standing behind her. The officers engaged Macias' conversation based on Macias. Oh, so this wasn't a disturbance call. Engaged conversation based on Macias' demeanor. Officers formulated an opinion that Macias was possibly armed with a handgun. How did they do that? Obviously the report would probably say a lot more. They saw a bulge, they saw the handle, they saw a gun. Macias and the female then abruptly entered a white Mercedes, driven, quickly sped away. The officers initiated pursuit. The officers made contact with Macias, ordered him to stop. Macias failed to comply. Officers exited their vehicles, initiated foot pursuit. Macias tripped and fell. The officers caught up to him, struggled and ensued. Macias attempted to remove an unknown object from a satchel. What, we got a satchel charge now? What? Macias then produced a firearm. From the satchel, the officer involved shooting occurred. Macias was struck by gunfire, transported to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Grid search of the area, but neither the vehicle nor the other occupants were found. Wow. The officer sustained minor to left hand, the first forensic firearm unit. Doesn't say who shot or how many rounds. Damn. All right. We'll end that there. I'm going to give these guys a donut. Earning a donut. Y'all have a good one.